Naples, Florida is one of the most beautiful cities in the United States, with some of the best beaches, warm weather, beautiful palm trees, and one of the most beautiful cities in the United States. It's the type of place most people wish they could live, and in fact, Naples, Florida is considered one of the safest cities in the United States. However, even a beautiful, great, and safe city like Naples has its hidden dangers. On today's video, we're going to be reviewing information from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement so we can understand some of the homeless registered offenders that live in the Naples area. A lot of these guys did some horrendous things. We're not going to elaborate too much on what they did. We're just letting you know that these are the people that the Florida Department of Law Enforcement wants you to know exist in your community. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement Register Map is one of the best tools that you're going to find in order to know if somebody dangerous lives near you. It's also a great tool to discover areas you want to avoid. For example, in Naples, Florida, you can see that Golden Gate City and the East Trail are two areas where there's a lot of registered offenders. However, you can also see that North Naples is almost devoid of these types of individuals. It's a great tool to identify a bad neighborhood, and trust me, if an area has a lot of registered offenders, it's also going to have all types of other problems. Growing up in Naples, the East Trail and Golden Gate City are two of the worst areas you could be in, and the registry map just happens to have concentrations of a lot of registered offenders in those areas. So this is a great tool to see if an area is bad. You can just about make a correlation between what parts of the city are good, what parts of the city are bad. Take a look at Golden Gate City, for example. That's that square up there. A lot of people would believe that there are practically no homeless people in Naples, but I'm here to tell you that not only are there homeless people in Naples, but there's actually a handful of registered offenders who are homeless in Naples. So in today's video, I'm going to be informing you of who these people are and what part of Naples they reside in, so you can keep yourself and your family safe. When people become homeless, they're more desperate, they have nowhere to lay their head, and that in itself is a difficult situation. Imagine someone who is homeless, on top of that, they're registered. So if you live in the Naples area, it's important for you to know who these people are in your community. Meet Earl. He likes to hang out on the north side of Bonita Springs on Old 41. He is currently homeless and a registered offender. This is John. He's homeless in Bonita Springs, and he likes to hang out off of Bonita Beach Road, particularly east of Old 41. Meet Justin. He's also homeless in Bonita Springs and also likes to be around Bonita Beach Road. That makes 3 homeless registered offenders just in Bonita Springs. This dude right here is Rolando Correa. Now this individual is very dangerous. He has a lot of charges. He likes to hang out by 951 and 75, kind of on the east side of town. His charges are very serious. We're not going to get into depth. You can always log into the Florida Department of Law Enforcement website and browse their map feature, and there you can see exactly what the charges are. For the sake of today's video, we're not going to get into all that. He's listed off being off of 951 or Collier Boulevard and 75 in those hotels back there. Now, my wife used to work in those hotels. That's an area that constantly has all types of crazy activity. So it's interesting that that's his listed address. That's one dude you definitely don't want to run into. And if you live in Naples, you should definitely know who this guy is. This guy right here is Orlando Alonso. Now, he likes to hang out by the Home Depot on Pine Ridge Road in the parking lot. He is homeless and in Naples. His charges are, again, the type of thing that you probably wouldn't want to be around. So if you live in Naples, Florida, perhaps you've thought we don't really have a homeless problem, but Naples, not only do you have a homeless problem, you have a registered offender homeless problem, which is a little scarier if you think about it. This right here is Robert Pacheco, and he likes to hang out on the East Trail of Naples. That's US 41 east of downtown, and this area has a lot of homeless registered offenders. But take a good look at Robert Pacheco because he is also a predator. Now, there's different categories of offenders. He is a homeless predator. That's terrifying. Stay off the East Trail. Jerry Wayne Brown likes to hang out at the Walmart on the East Trail. He is homeless. He's registered. Overall, that Walmart by the East Trail is a place where the homeless seem to congregate in Naples. A while back I did some videos showing you guys the homeless camps in East Naples. This area is full of homelessness and there's quite a few homeless registered offenders in the East Trail, so this is quite a dangerous area of Naples along US 41. This area has always been pretty bad, but this is just one more thing to look out for in this area of Naples. This is Billy Harris. He's from Georgia. Guess he got in trouble in Georgia and decided to come to the East Trail of Naples. He's homeless right now. He likes to hang out around the Bayshore and US 41 area behind a club called Dimension. This is Daniel Martin. He's listed as transient between US 41 and Davis Boulevard. This is again an area off the East Trail where a lot of the homeless like to congregate. It's close to the Collier County Courthouse. This is where they just finished that brand new beautiful building. I think apartments there are running for roughly $3,000 for a one bedroom, so it's very exclusive and expensive of an area. But you have to be careful out here because right behind this building, you can find Daniel with his little problem there. Meet Peter Matthew. He likes to hang out on the intersection of Rattlesnake and US 41 off the East Trail. He's listed as transient. Edward John McArdle likes to hang out on Pine Ridge and Airport Road. He is listed as homeless. He likes to hang out behind the Publix on Pine Ridge Road. Now, the overwhelming majority of people who are registered in Naples are not homeless, but there is an alarming number of homeless registered offenders in the Naples area. Take Philip Hall. He moved down from Ohio where he got in trouble, and he now lives in North Naples. He's not homeless, he's got a nice place, but he is still a registered offender. But at least he's not on the streets where he could just be lurking behind any corner, any building. Despite all that, Naples is still overall one of the safest places you could live. Take Marco Island. There's only one single registered offender on the whole island. That is remarkable. And that's somebody who's not homeless. He has a place to stay. But the fact that just a large island only has one registered offender lets you know that overall Naples has some really safe communities. But it goes to show that even if you live in a great city like Naples, there are still things you have to look out for, that nowhere you live is going to be perfect. Yet some people think that all of Naples is this beautiful wonderland of gated communities, but there's people in Naples that are registered homeless offenders. People living in campers, buses, mobile homes from the 60s, apartment complexes that are going to crap where people are living in cars, buses, and campers. Most people wouldn't realize that there are some pretty sketchy and dangerous places in Naples, but there are types of places you never see or hear about. So despite the fact that Naples, Florida is one of the most beautiful places in the United States, there are definitely some dangers hidden in this community. Perhaps most of us will see the beaches and beautiful communities and not really be aware that there are some parts of Naples that are downright scary, and there are some people in this city that are definitely not the types you would want to meet on your vacation.